What's going on, everybody? Uh, it is Monday night, and I have started a position um, that I plan on adding to. I am trying to uh, put into practice what I'm learning. Okay. Um, so we have this 1 hour order block here. I believe the draw on liquidity are these equal highs that will get us into this 1 hour order block up here. Let me just double check that. Yeah, that's a 1 hour order block. Okay. Um, so I believe that is the draw on liquidity. Now, we've obviously had our market structure shift on the 1 hour. Um, if we draw a fib from this low to this high, um, 62 retrace. Yeah, I gotta redraw it. Sure, sure. So from the beginning of the push up, fib, 6-2 retrace. Let's go from here to the high. That puts, why the fuck does it keep disappearing? Here, get my damn mouse. So from here to here, that puts the order block in between the 7-0 and the 7-9. Okay. Um, it puts the opening price of the order block right below the 7-0 and the midline pretty much right in the middle of the 7-0 and the 7-9. So we've come down and bounced right before the order block, creating liquidity here on the 1 hour, relative equal lows. If we move to the 15-minute, you will also see that we had previous swing low right here. So we've engineered more liquidity right here. What I'm looking for is for this to bounce up and then somewhere around um, midnight for it to come down, or even London come down and sweep the Asia low, sweep this 15-minute swing point, hit the midline, and then bounce. I will add to the trade when we get to the midline. Now, we did have a 15-minute order block here. I know I got my laptop on my steering wheel, so bear with me. No. So we had this 15-minute order block here. Oh, what the hell? And we broke the midline and then regained it, um, which again, closing below the midline. We didn't rebalance the entire order block, which gives us more room to come down and get into the 1 hour. What I'm looking for is the top of this order block to hold on the rebalance of this 15-minute fair value gap. Okay. And then drop down and come take these. Now, we could range a little bit, wait for the London to come down and sweep the Asia high and hit our target to add to the trade, and then bounce. My stop is below the 2.5 on the 1 hour dealing range. So I feel that's a pretty safe stop. Um, right now, I'm risking a little over $300. That will increase when I add to the trade, but I'm okay with that. I'm working with 100,000 accounts and up. Um, so I have a few $1,000s in drawdown available. Um, I'm just going to take the 15 order block off because what I'm looking for is this right here. Um, I would also love to see some divergence where, because ES bounced off the 50%. Um, I would love to see ES hold above these lows right here as NQ dips into this order block and have some SMT divergence on this as well. But that is pretty much what I'm looking at. I do have my take profit up here at the order block. And so I've run on the 1 hour, I run a deviation off of um, what could be the range. And we could go a little higher. What I'm looking for is basically this to be our range, um, to range in here before we break down and take that. Once that range, once we break down, I'll actually remeasure the range. But right now, I'm using the high of this candle. Um, and 4 deviations gets us above those equal highs on the 1 hour. And 4.5 is right at the bottom of that order block. 5 would be right here. And let's just go ahead and put 5.5 on. Negative 5.5. And that puts us just above the midline. Okay. Um, so the deviations, if that range holds, and this candle is basically range in here, um, if that moves up a little bit, then the deviations are going to move up as well. And yeah, we could have the 5 sitting right at the midline, but we'll see what that happens. So that's my plan. Um, you know, don't know if it's going to work, but it is a good plan. So I'm going to uh, use it. Oh, wait, I wanted to. What was that? What was that I had? Last down candle before we went higher. So we also have this 15-minute inverse fair value gap that could help with our range if it holds. Yeah, awesome. Um, so we'd hold the top of that inverted and just bounce around for a little while. Because we've got 30 minutes, so it is possible we could fall in the next 30 minutes, tag this as the midnight open, and then bounce. That I would absolutely love because that puts time in line with price. Um, so, but you know, I don't think that's going to happen. It could. I would expect London to probably come down and sweep these lows. So we've got about 3 hours where we can just consolidate. Um, and I'd absolutely love to see that happen because that would then be our initial consolidation for the buy program to start. Um, and if we know our target is up here, uh, or we could even say at 4, we could grade our range because we have not tapped into this order block since it was made. Okay. A couple of quick taps there before, I mean, really falling off. Um, you know, if we look at this as if we take that wick to the top of the order block and count that as our actual order block, um, the untouched portion of it, then we're up here right at the 5.5 for the midline of that. So we can grade our, you know, once we set our range here, we can grade that the deviation wherever our target is, and we can put a dealing range on that section of price before it even prints. And we will see our reactions at the specific levels, which will give us more confirmation that we are correct in what we're thinking. So I'm going to shut this off. I don't want it to be too long. I'll see everybody in the morning and we'll see what happens. I'll be driving all night, so I'll be able to watch this.